Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Sorry, we started late today, and also I had this stream scheduled for the wrong day initially, so I came in and I was trying to change the time for it to a little bit later because I had it scheduled for 5:30, and it was like 6:30, and I was like, okay, I need to change the time, and it wouldn't let me because it kept saying I need to time in the future, and then I looked and realized it was scheduled for yesterday. So it's fine. Everything's fine.
Yep.
I fixed it. We have Devin with us. It's not a stream without Devin. Link Man to the rescue. And we have Jennifer. Yay. I've loved having you coming to my streams every single day, Jennifer. It's great. And we have Rose. Hello, Rose. How are you? I don't know if I should be concerned by that.
It stopped really quickly, and there's other noises. It's fine.
Okay. Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you working on today? And if it's nano related, then what's your current word count and what do you need to reach your goal today? I am working on Amber's book because I need to finish it. I told her I would finish it by the end of the month, and I'm hoping that's still going to happen.
Awesome.
We'll see, because I still have like 4 chapters left to do, and then a whole nother read through. So.
Well, the last read through is just like a double check too, right?
Yeah, so this is my second read through, but as I've been going through the second read through, I've been noticing things that I missed. So I just want to do one more just to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's just a one final check before it's done because I don't think she's going to do a proofread. I mean, she might have me do a proofread, but I don't know because the book is getting re-released in January.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but yeah, so there's the question. Yeah, Daddy's at work. He's not gonna be home till like 9:15. Well, that's when he gets off work, so he's not gonna be home till like 9:30.
Daddy's sleeping.
He's not sleeping. He's at work.
What?
Do you want to come say hi?
Because he brush.
Come on. Come on up.
No.
No, you don't want to come up? Okay. Bye. You're not going upstairs. I'm going upstairs, okay? Like, no, not okay. You're not going upstairs.
No.
Are you going to go into your room?
No.
Then you're not going upstairs. Look at her. Oh, you can't even see her. She's like slowly taking one step, like going up one step at a time as I'm telling her not to go up the stairs. Do not go up the stairs.
Ooh, it's almost time to count.
Noelle, you better come back down the stairs or you're going to have to sit in timeout. 1, 2. All the way down. There you go. This kid is brave today. Jennifer says, still working on the short story. You would think this would be easier for me than it has been. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's surprising. Hey, get down. Whew, this child.
Strikes again.
And then Devin linked for Amber's book. Look at this. Look at this insubordinate little shit. Santa's watching you, Noelle. Okay, we're gonna do a sprint so I can go deal with that little mongrel. And I found a timer that I adore, so we're gonna use this timer. All right. 3, 2, 1, go!
don't need a fire timer. You already have one.
Yeah, I found it earlier because I was thinking just a crackling fire, and then I found that one with crackling fire and Christmas music. And I was like, yeah.
I'll just make you one with the crackling fire without the Christmas music, so you can have it for all year round.
Love it.
Although you'd probably be in hog
Love
heaven
it.
even with all the Christmas music all year round.
I mean, I do, but
Damn it, I'm telling your secrets, I know. Sorry, I just got home and I gotta eat.
that's fine. Oh, speaking of eating, I gotta take my lasagna out of the oven. My alarm just went off right before the timer went off, so one moment.
Oh, it's been a day. It's been a day.
I don't really remember today.
I got 1,000 words this morning. Or today.
Awesome. I got on my second page of note.
What are you taking notes for?
Working on my beat sheet for the vampire romance.
Okay, the lasagna needs to cook a little bit longer. It's not quite to the level of heat that I would like. Meaning it's still kind of cold in the middle. I did exactly 0 words. Oops.
That's okay. So did I.
That's easy to count. I'm working on this still, so
You are allowed to work on
I'm
your own
almost done
stuff.
with this chapter. I told you I'd be done by the end of the month, and I'm trying to fulfill that.
You mean people that?
So yes.
You mean people that keep
I'll
their
work on my
word
own
and their
stuff.
contract? Oh wow. Sorry.
I will work on my own stuff like probably like an hour before bed. Like spend that last hour working on my stuff. But I'm gonna work on your stuff while I like awake enough to work on it. So yeah, because I need to get it finished.
I'm determined to get my beat sheet done today, and I keep getting distracted by other stuff in the story. Like, I am procrastinating so hard, I'm also working on it. Like, I have here to here is all just the scene I wrote between 2 side characters admitting they're in love, and it's pretty fucking cute and wholesome. Like, he's a 300-year-old vampire,
That's
and she's like a 44-year-old woman, and she's like, I'm too old for you, because he looks like he's in his 30s, and he's like, technically no. I'm 300. If I wasn't emotionally stunted, I'd be too old for you. But I'm in love with you.
Oh,
Like, it gets real schmoo. It gets real cutesy for a minute there when he's like confessing how much he loves her.
I love that he says he's emotionally stunted because don't we all love to be?
Right?
I act tit half the time.
He's like 44 and tells him, I'm too old for you. He's like, I'm 300. You're in your 40s. Frankly, if I wasn't emotionally stunted at 35, I'm too old for you. And she just like rolls her eyes at him. And he has a very, very beautiful little speech he gives her that like floors her. And I'm so excited to write it in the actual novel. Because I was thinking he'd be a antagonist kind of asshole when I invented this character. And instead he's just a big dork. Right?
I mean, that's the best, though. So Autumn Peak is an author tuber, I think. Because all the mutual friends that I have with Autumn are author tubers.
Send them a message and be like, do you have a different name on author too? I'm being too loud.
Okay. Message has been sent. Congrats on hitting 50K yesterday. That's awesome. I'm proud of you. Lizzie will be counting the first 9K for Wednesday, Friday to keep the streak. Awesome. Okay, I think that is everybody. Okay. Sorry. Oh, it's Words Fall. Duh. I should have known that. Okay, we need to start another sprint. Sorry, I'm slightly distracted. Okay. Okay, is everybody ready? Did we like the Christmas music thing? Because I can turn off the audio if people hate it.
I love it. Don't turn it off.
Okay, I won't turn it off then. All right, so 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, there's another sprint done. I'm so glad that you guys like the timer. It was created by Pomodoro Music Timer is the name of the channel. So yeah, and it's I just looked up Crackling Fire Timer, and it was one of the top ones that came up. Looks like the hottest to me. Oh, Devin. Are you even a dad? Are you actually able to make dad jokes, or are you just making dad jokes just because? I'm so mad. I got a garlic bread to make when I made my lasagna, and I just bought this stuff like 2 days ago, and I opened it to put it in the oven, and it was completely covered in mold.
Which means it was already a day old when you bought it.
At least.
Yeah, so frustration because I
That's what
really
happened to me,
wanted
like, a
garlic
week
bread.
ago.
So instead of garlic bread, I'm eating dinner rolls that we didn't eat all of on Thanksgiving. How's your food? Is it good? We had Miriam Rafia come in. Hi everyone, 7 a.m. Just getting ready for the day. Wanted to pop in and say you're all doing great and good luck. Aw, thanks. Oh, so you're making dad jokes without even being a dad. I don't know, something's kind of fishy. Just kidding. Lizzie got 571. Nice. So close to done with this chapter before epilogue. Oh, yay! You're almost done with your book. You're so close.
Do it.
You're so close. I'm so proud of you. I'm just eating lasagna. And I have a while till Jordan gets home, so.
How long until little girl bedtime?
Well, it's coming up on bedtime in like a minute, so I'm going to let her finish her dinner and then send her upstairs to her room. She heard that and she went,
I know.
Shonda says, I was fighting with myself all day saying I did not need to order pizza. I have food in the pantry. I ordered pizza, breadsticks, and wings. No regrets. Perfectly valid way to use your money. Pizza is great.
Definitely better than going to Taco Bell and expecting yourself to order $13 and they give you an extra order of shit you didn't order and it equals $33. I'll still eat it, but I didn't order that.
Taco Bell's my favorite fast food.
Yeah.
Same.
Like it is. It is bedtime for the mongrel.
Yeah, we were tired of McDonald's and we were already out of town when my mom's like, hey, can you give me some food? Yeah, sure. I was going to be home by 7, but sure, I can be late.
Kate said 441 for me, broke 44K on the work in progress, and about to head out to drive north. Happy sprinting. Well, thank you for being here and doing a couple sprints with us, and have a safe drive.
Thanks to Jace and Meadow and Charlie, I was able to get 1,000 during their sprints today. Well, 800-ish, because I past midnight wrote 151 on DK's last night. But so now I'm at 43,000 for the year. So I just have to hit 5530 to beat last year's goal.
Yay.
Not bad. Not bad considering it was COVID year instead of moving year. an editing year.
I haven't been writing as many words as I did this year, but that is mostly because I've been editing my first book. So you don't really get as many words when you're editing as when you are drafting.
I need to read one of Chris Fox's books if he's got one on how to edit faster. Because we read one in the writer's workshop about editing, but I tried her way and I can't do it.
What was the book?
My
mind works. I don't remember.
Well, Words Fall added me on Facebook, and I was like, oh yeah, I just didn't realize it was you. And then she said, so Christina Poe said that you would help me, that you would be able to help me figure out how to edit because I can't afford to hire an editor. And I was like, okay, sure. And I was asking her questions, so like, what draft is it? Like, how long ago did you finish all that kind of stuff? And then it sent her a whole long ass thing of like, here's what I think you should do.
No, I want to say it was Rachel Corbett, but I could be wrong. I know it was a woman author that wrote the book. And her process is awesome if you think that way. Because it's all about pick the main plot and work on that, and then work on the side plot and work on that. And I don't work that way. I can't jump around like that. I have to work chapter by chapter and put the story in my head together. I can't jump around like that. So it may be great and it may work for her, but my mind just doesn't process like that.
I prefer writing in chronological order if I can. But if it's like my Nano project where I did not plan it ahead of time and I'm just trying to write the scenes that'll get me the most words.
Yeah.
I'm skipping around like crazy and I don't even know what's going on half the time. I'm just like, okay, I need to write a scene where this happens, so that's going to be written now.
Well, and her thing is, because you know the story, you should be able to do that. And that's fine if you look at your story every day. But I have so much going on a day-to-day basis. I don't remember if I ate lunch. Literally, I don't remember every day if I've even taken time to eat lunch. So asking me to remember what happened in the story 2 chapters ago and then jump 3 chapters ahead is just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I've got to where I write a page-by-page outline.
It's going off what you said about like I can't remember if I ate lunch. I had to create for my December bullet journal a weekly spread of like you need to do this stuff every day.
Yeah, that was part of what I created in my Erin Condren was, did you eat lunch? Did you take your medicine? Did you drink at least 1 glass of water? Did you take your afternoon meds? Because it's one thing when I'm working in the office and I'm just doing one job. But when I'm going back and forth between having to work in the office to being in the warehouse, my mind just registers that I went into the office. And I'll get hungry and I'll be like, oh, I'll do it in a minute. And then I'm not hungry again.
So I have to separate my bullet journal stuff into 2 different columns. I have life and work. In life, I have shower, breakfast, lunch, dinner, dishes, laundry. This is election day, so drop off ballot and then clean something. And then work is all the like work-related things I have to do that day. That work is like editing / YouTube for me. So
yeah, see in mine I always do the 3 columns where I have work, life, and kid, because the kid also means the horse. And so there's work, and then I'll put a line through the 2 because then there's paid work and then YouTube work, and then
I don't have to separate out like the different tasks I do. I should. I feel like that might make me slightly more productive, and I might try that with just like
it makes you feel like there's less to do. It doesn't feel so overwhelming.
Well, so for me, when I separate mine, I can see which stuff I'm getting done more because I used to just like not do anything. But now all my life stuff is stuff that I have to do. Like I have to shower and eat and feed her and wash my laundry and stuff. That usually gets done. And then the work stuff is usually like the most important things get done. And then the rest of the stuff gets pushed off to the next day.
Yeah, so my to-do lists are just, I have I can't do anything if it doesn't fit on this spread in this little box. And like there'll be some days where I like completely fill it, and other days where I'm like, fuck off, I'm napping.
Fuck off, I'm napping.
We'll see. And now that I've kind of created a studio in one of our old offices, then now it's like the YouTube stuff is now in with the at work stuff, but they're still separated. So a lot of times I'll go to work and forget about the other box till I get home, and I'm like, fuck, I forgot to make that video.
Yeah, that's something I should have done for December, which I still got to fill out like my goals. I have like my creative goals, business goals, house goals, and like self-care stuff. But I should have done a like media calendar because once I learned how to schedule posts on Instagram, I'm like, there is no pressure because I just do that on Wednesdays.
Yeah. When Alex sends me the cover, I'm playing around with Canva to figure out how to make puzzle pieces out of my cover for the reveal. So, yeah. I want to do that December 9th. So, like, Alex says he's playing around with one more thing, and he'll send me the cover, the ebook side, so I can do like a 9 days of reveals. Since the ebook's coming out January 9th and the book's coming out February 9th, I figured December 9th I'd have the cover reveal. That way the 9th was kind of stuck in everybody's head.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to finish catching up on these last few comments, and then we're going to do another spread. So Shonda said it came in the middle and got 150 words and has written 4,241 words today so far because she's panic writing.
There's nothing wrong with panic writing.
Lizzie finished the chapter and is on to the epilogue, and then we'll be done after that. I'm so excited for you. And then Tamama came in, hello, up from a nap, and ready to write. All right, let's do a sprint. Okay. Three, two, one, go! Okay, I had to find the right tab. Okay, how did everybody do?
I'm so close to the end of the beat sheet.
Nice.
I got 142 because I'm half writing, half thinking, half watching a show.
What show?
I finished one chapter and started another.
Discovery of Witches, like I haven't already watched it 5 times since they finally said when it was coming back out. You know why we were talking about movies that just you're never old of? It's get you right to feel good. Yeah, that's where I'm at with this one. It's one of those, like, the show doesn't take away from the book, it only
Oh, I love
enhances
that.
it.
That's good.
Versus changing things from the book to suit the movie. Like, they didn't have to do that. There was just things that obviously they couldn't put in the movie because it would make it longer. It would be good with or without type thing. And so, like, you think about, oh, this happened right in the middle of that. Like, oh, and then this happened. And then, okay, now see this happened. And, like, so it just makes it... I'm reading book 2 now, or listening to the audible for book 2 now. And so that's what's about to come out on January 9th. And, which is awesome that it comes out right before my birthday. And on the 9th.
Excuse me, what did you just grab?
So I'm, like, super excited to see them in Elizabethan times and what they'll say and what they won't. And yeah.
Ooh, Lizzie finished her book. Yay, Lizzie!
Even my mom said hi. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Noelle grabbed something and took off, and I didn't know
It's
what
another
it was.
Sharpie, Mom.
Hey. Okay, so let's get through these comments. Okay, jeez. Lizzie hit 12K words for the day, and her fingers hurt like mad. Okay, chill out.
I can't imagine 12 because my fingers were killing me at 5 that day.
And Shonda said, "Wow, congrats! I wish I could have hit that number today. Amazing job." And Lizzie said, "The key is handwriting beforehand." No pun intended. And then Miriam said, "Wow, 347. Awesome job."
Ooh.
And then Lizzie said, "I finished my book." No.
She's just like, yeah, that happened, Mom.
You know better. You little mongrel. No. She's stealing my die.
Oh, we've got a continuation from the last.
You're not supposed to have it.
It's just, she says, that was last stream. This is new one.
Okay. And now that excitement has been expressed, and all the congrats to Lizzie. Yes, big round of applause for Lizzie. Yay. So happy, 5 first drafts written in a row. Awesome. Yeah, so lots of congratulations and stuff. And then Tamama wrote 179 words. Awesome job. Noelle grabbed the die. I tried to take it away from her, and she climbed down before I could grab it. Then she went to grab it again, and she tripped and fell and dropped it. She tripped and fell, and I went to grab her leg to pull her close to me so I could grab it, and then she tried to get up and dropped it, and it rolled away from her. So I had to let her go so I could get up to grab it, and then she ran to go grab it, and that's why she screamed, because I grabbed her to take it away. So.
Have a good day, Miriam.
Yes, have a good day and have fun babysitting.
Fun babysitting.
I mean, if they're not your kids, it's a little bit more fun.
it's temporary then.
Depends on the age as well.
I don't know, because it says, she said up here, you know what, I have some time before the kiddos get here for babysitting. I'll join in for this one. So I'm assuming they're not Miriam's kids, but I could be wrong about that. I don't know. Okay, well, we've done 3 sprints so far.
We're doing great.
We are doing fantastic. Oh my god, I need to turn the heater off. It's like so hot in here.
Meanwhile, I'm contemplating plugging my heater up for my feet.
Meanwhile, I have a window open.
No,
is that where all my flies are coming from? You have a window open.
So Noelle keeps adjusting. So the way my heater in here works is I turn the thermostat on over there, and then there's a knob on the heater itself that you can change it to high or low. And if it's on low, it'll turn on for a little bit and then turn off after like 10, 15 minutes. And she keeps turning it onto high. She keeps turning the knob onto high, and so then it doesn't turn off. And then it gets really hot in here.
See, we have the heater on 70 to 75 at all times, and for my mom, that's too much. And so she opens the vent in her room, and these little freaking fruit fly gnat thingies are just like attracted to every one of my lights. And so if you see me doing this, it's flies. I'm not clapping for my own amusement.
Lizzie says final word count is 95,786. That's actually a really good length for a first draft. So I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's like 20K less than my first book.
My first draft, when I finished it, was like 58,000 something. So
Y'all have me curious how many words Unknown Family is now.
oh, speaking of Unknown Family, I was going through because I realized these last few chapters I did not do my first read through on, only like through chapter 11. So I'm starting to go through chapter 12, and you have in here where it says that Seda said something instead of Sky. Just once. It's the only time I've seen it. But I was going through, I'm like, Seda explained what?
Yeah, I can't tell I was writing book 2 as I was editing book 1.
So, yeah. That's the only one that I was like, what? This character's not even in this book.
Whoops. It probably auto-corrected, honestly.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it.
Because I have noticed that, like right now, I'm writing book 4 and a character from book 3, because I put it in my dictionary, the name, it's trying to change it every time. So it that could have happened.
Shonda, I scared myself really bad a second ago. My foot hit the surge protector, and the computer turned off. Luckily, I had just saved my writing, but that could have been bad. Yeah, that could have been
really bad.
Oof. I'm glad that you saved your work. Every time, especially while I'm working on somebody else's stuff, every time I'm going to leave the document, I hit Control-S to save it, because Noelle likes to come over and smack on the laptop if I walk away for even 5 seconds.
So do my cats.
So definitely, every time you're going to leave the document, save your work. If it doesn't have autosave on, save your work. Like, every time the sprint ends and I have to like minimize the document so I can come over here, I hit Control-S and then come over here. So. And Lizzie's going to bed. Good night. I'm so proud of you. Congrats on finishing your book. That's so exciting. Somebody is breathing loudly.
I'm not breathing at all because I'm pissed, so it ain't me.
Yeah, there you go. You just happen to breathe like straight at the microphone.
Well, my microphone's pointed like away from me, I think.
That's weird. Oh, we had Nicole come in and join us. Hello, Nikki. How are you? And Shauna just emailed a copy to herself as a backup.
I love when other people turn me into liars. Damn it.
What?
Oh, even though I told him, I guess that didn't compute in his head. My narrator just, like I told him it was a 13-hour book to record, and he apparently didn't read that part or read over it and it didn't register. I don't know, but now he says he can't commit to it by January 9th. So...
Oh, no.
I mean, that's a very valid point with the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And if it hadn't taken so long to get the other narrator off, he'd have more time. I really like this guy.
Right. I don't know. Maybe you could release the audiobook February 9th or
maybe March 9th.
Ask him how long you could just ask him how long he would need. And then
I know, I've been saying January 9th, and so now I'm just like, God damn it, now I've been lying. I mean, it's not a lie if you don't know, but
right.
Still. It's just the way my day's been going. I feel like it's like how
did the stable thing go, by the way? I didn't have a chance to ask you. Do you want to wait till after so you can rant?
Let's just say we're leaving tomorrow and bitch better have my money. We'll talk later.
Okay, sounds good.
I didn't have to yell and scream to tell her she was full of herself and lying out her ass, but I did say things.
Where are you going? You're going to go to your room? Do you want to wait for Daddy to get home so you can say goodnight? You only got like 30 minutes until he gets home.
Yep.
Hey, she wants to go to bed. Don't say no to that.
I usually like to let her stay up a little bit later for when Jordan is closing so that she can say goodnight, because otherwise he will not be able to see her at all that day.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. She's okay. Nikki says, I'm not feeling good tonight for some reason. I'm sorry.
Are you having a flare-up?
Stop that!
I know, it's like nails on a chalkboard.
Oh, the blade of the mic.
Yeah. You're not doing it anymore. It's just when you're looking down at whatever you're writing or doing or whatever.
Yeah, it was when you were looking down,
okay.
you were breathing, and it was blowing onto the mic.
Okay. We live like this now. Can you still hear me?
You're just quiet.
That's fair.
There you go.
Yeah, we live like this now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nicole says, I feel really off right now for some reason. And then off in what way was answered by, I feel cold, but my skin is warm. My head hurts a little, and I have a tiny fever, 100.5.
Is that classic of like having a flare up with your issues, or is that something that's not normal?
Yeah, if that's something that's not normal, then I would maybe call a doctor. Like if you have a primary care, usually they'll have like a nurse's hotline that you can call for like, hey, like, should I be worried about this thing? And they can usually tell you if you should be worried or not.
Yeah.
I don't know if every doctor's the same, but that's how all of my doctors have worked and stuff. So
I just know, like with my issues, like sometimes I can have small flare-ups where like only a couple things happen that I could write off, and then sometimes it's full blown, and I'm like, yeah, today's life's not happening.
Yeah, I don't know. You could be maybe getting a cold or the flu or something also, because feeling cold when you have a slight fever, I usually get like that when I get the flu. So
yeah,
you could maybe be getting a cold or the flu or something like that.
Did you do enough self-care stuff today?
Noelle, where are you going? Oh, goodness.
That sort of thing happens to me when I do the thing where I like don't eat until 5 o'clock at night.
Oh yeah, hunger shakes and stuff.
Well, because like your vitamins get low and your electrolytes and things like that.
Which is why
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like I didn't know what you call it when like you're having pain. I just call it a flare up when I'm having pain, like, and it's exhibiting itself in other forms.
Noelle disappeared upstairs, and I hear noises that I should not be hearing. I'll be right back.
you
can get fevers with sinus headaches. I've done that.
Okay, I am a borderline expert on sinus headaches, and like the last stop before they go see a doctor, my friends come to me. Where's your headache at? Like,
true.
Forehead, like push, like you can, right below your eyes. Just apply a little bit of pressure, and if it eases the headache, it's definitely a sinus issue. And then you need to drink some tea and eat something stupidly spicy and take your medicine, your sinus medicine.
I also find putting a little bit of vapor rub on your upper lip under your nose can help clear out sinus stuff too. Not very much, just a little bit.
Or on your chest. Or my mom's favorite was always your feet, and then you put the socks on over top of it, which is, I never use that because sleeping in socks is like torture.
Yeah. So most of your heat, or not most, but a lot of your heat escapes through the bottom of your feet, your hands, and the top, and your head. So I hate sleeping in socks because I get really hot when I'm sleeping, and so usually what'll help solve that is sticking my feet out from under the blanket. And if I'm wearing socks, then that completely defeats the purpose of sticking my feet out from under the blanket.
Meanwhile, I sleep in my copper tone gloves, my copper fit gloves, and fuzzy socks because I run so cold that even with a heated blanket on, I'm freezing. And usually a hoodie. But I do the vapor rub on my feet because I don't like feeling it anywhere on my face or my chest because of my clothes.
Yeah, it's probably a sinus thing. I would probably just drink some tea and try to relax.
Drink you some like chamomile or lavender tea, something that'll relax your system.
And warm too, like cold tea, sweet tea, not the time for that.
Yeah.
See, and if you live near me, I could like borderline poison you and you'd feel better. Because I do that to my friends almost all the time. It's pretty funny.
Nicole did take some ibuprofen, so hopefully that helps a little bit.
Hope you get to feeling better, love.
Yeah. Headaches suck. Sinus headaches are butt.
Yeah.
One thing that helps me is if you pinch your nose, like right where the bone meets the cartilage, like right below the bone part. Pinch that gently, look up, and swallow. Sometimes that'll help let things drain out of your sinuses.
Last month, one of my friends came over for a few minutes for something unrelated and complained that he'd had a sinus infection for about like 2 weeks and was about to make his doctor's appointment. I'm like, well, before you spend out-of-pocket money on the doctor, make you some tea. And like, he walked out of the kitchen and sat in the living room like, I can't watch you do this. I can't, knowing what you're about to make me do. You can't make me know, but I'll do it. And apparently, after he drank, I had him drink the whole pot of tea. After he drank it, apparently he slept for 18 hours, woke up, blew his nose, and like expelled a demon into The tissue.
You want to put your
I had
tape
to
on?
wash, like, weird slime off of his skin, and then felt better than he had in months. It's like, yeah.
Yep.
Here, let's
Wasted.
put your tape on.
Yeah,
Stand up.
saved the hell of it.
Noelle wants to put her tape on.
Her tape.
Yeah, I taped the top of her diaper so that she can't take it off at night. You pee on the floor. That's what she was playing with upstairs. She was grabbing her tape. No, stand up so I can put it on.
She really wants to go to bed.
Until she finally figures out how to take the tape off, then you're screwed again.
I usually put the end of it behind her so she can't reach it to peel it off.
Ah,
I also think it's funny that she would rather you tape her than just learn to potty train.
Yeah, it's a temporary thing until she learns how to not strip naked and piss on the floor.
mhm.
Well, like Kira learned when she was like really, really young. When they say that, I forget how old, but when they say like the first time you can ever train them, and then we spent a 16-hour trip going to see my mom for the holidays, and it was over. Like we came back, and she's like, "Nope, I was in a diaper for 2 weeks. I'm done."
Mhm.
I had to retrain her all over again.
It took a really long time to get Mini Spence potty trained. That's because he's a boy.
Yeah, boys are harder.
I need to get another potty chair that sits on the floor for her.
Mhm.
I had to throw her other one away because she did unspeakable things to it. More than I was willing to clean, basically. I need to get her another one because if I put that in the room with her and let her be naked, she will sit down and potty every single time and then call me over to dump it out for her.
Mhm.
But right now, I have to take her to the potty because she can't climb on the toilet by herself.
Oh, okay.
Because I have a potty seat that goes on the toilet that's cushioned.
Just
Mhm.
get a little step-up stool.
Yeah, get her footstool.
I don't really trust her going into the bathroom by herself because she unravels the toilet paper into the toilet.
Has she flushed it while she did that yet?
No, but she's ruined many a roll of toilet paper just putting it all in the toilet.
I've wanted to do that my whole life. It's just like if I
It
ever
doesn't work as well as they tell you it will.
like if I ever am allowed back in my high school, I'm doing that.
So
Reunion party, Spence flushes an entire roll of toilet paper down the toilet.
Oh yeah.
I need to get her another potty chair. And then when she gets a little bit taller and can get on the toilet by herself, and I can trust her a little bit more to go into the bathroom, then we can go entirely with the toilet one. But it just is not working right now.
Yeah, for my sister, my mom just took the toilet paper roll off and would just give us enough to use. So
Yeah, so she doesn't like me to be in there with her when she does sit on the toilet. So I will take the toilet paper off and put it on top of my mirror because I have a medicine cabinet mirror in there. And I'll stick it on top of the mirror and then she can't reach it. And so she has no choice but to sit there and actually go potty. And then I have to come in and help her when she's done. But it's just not been a fun time. We had Princessa? Yes, I think. I hope. Come in and join us. So hello. I think we should do our 4th sprint and then see how we feel after that.
Because I have to be done with my BT.
Hey, I didn't hear you start yet. You want to do the battle cry? Oh my goodness. She opened the closet where Jordan stores his extra bowling ball and she rolled it over here and she's trying to pick it up.
Good luck with that.
But it's too heavy. I mean, she's lifting it like a couple inches off the ground and is actually lifting properly with her legs.
she's gonna break a toe.
Hold it.
That's not for you to play with.
Hold it.
You're not supposed to hold that.
Let me see. I can't even barely hold it because it's especially drilled for Jordan's massive hands. I can't hold it properly because my hands are tiny.
It's a poodle.
No, this isn't the one that's scented. He has another bowling ball that's blue that smells like blueberries.
Where's the green?
It's not this one.
One tyrannos.
Okay, I'm gonna put this down now. Hopefully without hurting myself. All right, let's start this sprint. 3, 2, 1. You ready? Noelle, say go. Oh, no, she's not going to. Go! Okay, go. Okay, jeez. Okay. I had to stop Noelle from getting into stuff in the kitchen. But, what's new?
I finished my beat sheet.
Yay!
207 words.
Oh.
Would have been more, but I had to
I had
go
another
look
stream
up
open
what-
and their sprint just ended.
I had to go back and see what my character was wearing because I remember the day before his outfit, but not this day's.
Mm.
Kind of matters on this scene. She's about to scale a
Clothes don't usually matter unless it's important.
Well, she's about to scale a tree, so I was like, is she still in her skirt or did she change the leggings? I don't remember.
That definitely changes your tactic.
Yeah, right?
Right.
But I forgot that she changed it.
Oh,
She
I'm
said we were
glad.
going for a walk, so she's like, yeah, I'll be prepared.
I'm glad the music on the timer gets you in good spirits. It does the same to me. Really? I had my comforter. They're just pulled out of the dryer hanging on the railing right there, and no one just pulled it down.
Yeah, we saw. So are you making the beat sheet spins based on the book?
Yeah. What I did is I just went through the list on page 19, and everything else, the first thing I would do is go back to NaNoWriMo and do the best I could. And now I'm going to
Sorry.
and now I'm going to turn it into an actual outline where I break it down into like chapters and scenes, and the bits of dialogue I picked up here and there get wedged in, and then I do that 3 more times. And then I have to draft it.
I've got that book on ebook, but I think I'm also going to buy it as an actual book so I can make notes without having to go into my Kindle to find the notes. And so I can use it, because if it's helping you, then it would probably help me, since we tend to like the same types of books.
Yeah, this was like a mighty game changer. I enjoyed Save the Cat Writes a Novel, and I definitely utilized that for the one I wrote in October. But I have an issue with Save the Cat Writes a Novel, so I don't recommend that wholeheartedly the way everybody else does.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Don't put the last writing book you'll ever need on your cover and expect not to be nitpicked.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like Romancing the Beat is more because it's more centered towards my genre.
I've found value in Romancing the Beat for sure.
Yeah. So I think I'm probably going to buy it as a regular book, so I have it to reference instead of having to see if my Kindle's charged to use it.
What I would do for you is what I did for the last one I did, because there was a lot of really heavy plot and thematic elements in it. But the plot was not the romance plot at all.
Yeah.
So I did a beat sheet for the Save the Cat, and then I did a Romancing the beat sheet, and then I smushed them together in order of events, and then turned it into the outline.
Yeah, that makes sense, because I have the plot, the romantic element of it, but it's such, I don't know, I feel like I need to do something different for this book, because usually I will write a story and it is like a standalone story and it's fine, and it has, the first 3 books have elements of the characters and the whole world, but for this book I'm actually going into a whole new world, and so there's so much stuff that I need to remember about the world as I'm creating it, so I don't screw myself up, and B, it has an overarching plot of explaining what's been happening in the other books to create this new thing. like learn a lot more about where we're going to go with the series. So there's also that plot aspect of it, like in the series of the plot.
Yeah, because this book doesn't really address like if there is an external plot as much.
Yeah.
It goes with the assumption that you either have saved the cat or are like it assumes you don't need it.
Yeah.
Like help with the external plot, which I do. I did. I didn't for this book because it was a low stakes romantic Hallmark vampire novel, and it fills me with so much joy. But.
Yeah. I think after this book comes out, what I'm probably going to do is, not that I don't know my own books, but to reread my own books and pick out this series elements and then probably use Save the Cat to make like an overarching for the series plot.
Mm-hmm.
So that I don't screw up where we're going in future books.
Yeah.
Like, I'm writing them in order, but I don't want to like have a book that like barely touches on the plot and have it screw up something bigger in the plot later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something I want to do for a high fantasy trilogy I have. I want to outline it as though it's one giant book and then break it up.
Yeah.
Because it gets weird.
Well, and I think that's where I went wrong originally writing my first book, was because I was trying to make it a high fantasy all in one book, and there were just so many characters that it got garbled and didn't really make sense because you had 4 plots going on at one time, and that's why I split them into separate books. So the first 3 have kind of made themselves. I just had to like remember where I was and cut and paste and make different things. So it all kind of culminates into explaining itself in this series, in this book, I mean, and taking that further. So I need to review all of those and make sure that what I want to happen is still tracking correctly.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
Yeah, because like I've already described the world a little bit, because there's already an Yvonne in hell, and she says, you know, anything that's green is red and brown is green. And so when I get to the world, I'm going to have to remember things like that. Or if I come back to it later, those are things that cannot change from book to book.
Yeah.
So I think I'm probably for Christmas going to buy myself those 2, just so I can have them to physically reference when I need to.
And it's not an expensive book. Like, to buy it paperback was not bad.
I'm on a book buying ban, but I wonder if that counts for Christmas if they're.
I'm super broke, so I'm also on a book buying ban. And the only books I've bought have been a few ebooks for specific purposes. So.
Yeah, I think that's a really inexpensive thing that my mom could buy me or my sister could buy me that I will get use out of, because they're like my mythology books. They're also for research. So they're not just a feel-good book.
Right? And
Jordan told me what he's going to
write off any taxes.
This is true. I could write them off on taxes.
Jordan told me what he's going to get me for Christmas, which is a coffee table for the living room, because I've been wanting to get one for months, and a new bookshelf, because I've been wanting to get one of those for months.
Can I tell you how hard it is to look at this and know that I don't have but one bookshelf that's full of things that aren't books, because it's storage. It has sheets on it and clothes on it and movies and everything I need but can't fit anywhere else.
All right. I need to wrap up this stream soon, because I need to clean up my dining room area, because we have a friend that might come over and hang out.
Oh.
So, I had kind of cleaned it up a little bit before we started, but then, toddler. So, Let's see. Shonda said 296, and that's the only word count update that I see. So let's do outros, and we'll start with Amber since she came in after we started.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Amber Kraft. If you're new here, I write paranormal romance. You can find Unknown Love, my book 1, on Amazon in paperback and ebook form. If you buy book 1, then you can choose to either get book 2 or addition to a book 1 for free. Unknown Family, book 2 in my series comes out February 9th. That has not changed. But I guess to be determined on the Audible now. Because that happened live tonight. I stream every Sunday at noon Eastern, whatever time that equals for you. So I'd love to see you there in the morning. And I'm the host of the Afterthought podcast. And we have a new episode the second Saturday of every month. And starting in January, we will have a new part called The Fourth Thought, the fourth Saturday of every month. So make sure you go and look at that and find all the audio version links down below in the description. So I think that's all I've got for now.
I guess that leaves me. All right, lovers, I'm Haley Spence, or just Spence in the YouTube sphere. I write fiction, and I'm a copywriter. I make videos whenever I want about my writing, art, sewing, baking, and other creative shenanigans. Coming up soon is going to be my Don't Starve Till You Hit 10K writing challenge, where I play the game Don't Starve and try to write 10,000 words at the same time because I hate myself. And I think it'd be fun. I talk shit on Twitter at A Basic Absurdity, post my art on my art Instagram at uncanny.artistry, and you can also find my personal Instagram, which is the same as my Twitter, which at this point is basically evolved into vintage style inspired selfies and pictures of baked goods, and I don't decide which is selfie and which is fake. So.
Okay, Jordan, I need you to be quiet now. Okay, so I guess that leaves me. Hello, my name is Meadow Lamoreaux. I've been streaming every day of November. It's been fun. Definitely not going to continue streaming every day of the for the rest of the year. Definitely not going to happen. But I do have my last 2 streams for the month already scheduled, so if you want to be there for them, they are both technically part of the Write-a-thon. One is at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, and the other is at 10:30 p.m. Eastern the next day. So the Write-a-thon starts at midnight Eastern, and it goes through midnight Eastern through to midnight Hawaiian time. So if you want to co-host on any of the segments, let me know. I will see if I can make that happen for you. And if you want to just be there writing, then make sure to go save the playlist that it's on my homepage of my channel. And all but like 2 of the streams are on there right now because I'm still waiting for the last 2. But it's ready. Yay. We will be kicking off the Write-a-thon on Amber's channel tomorrow at midnight. Well, midnight Eastern on the 30th, but it's tomorrow for us because we're Pacific. So starting on Amber's channel, so definitely subscribe to her so that you can see when she goes live because she's the first leg of the Write-a-thon. Nicole, you want to co-host with me? Okay. Just message me on Instagram. I'm Meadow Lamoreaux on there, and I can send you the link on there tomorrow for the co-hosting. And bless you, Amber.
I was trying to hit the mute button, but I didn't make it.
It's okay. I'm also a freelance editor, so if you were wondering if you might like to hire me possibly, you could go to my website, realcityediting.com, and you can contact me on there for a free sample edit. And there's also detailed step-by-step guides of exactly how we go about our editing process with you. And you can read through those and see if you might want to work with us. And on Wednesdays, I do the Sims 4 3-play with Kat and Jace. We're coming up on episode 9 this next Wednesday, and our sim will be marrying a mermaid. Ooh.
I can't wait to watch that.
So you can stay tuned for those. If you have not been keeping up with it, I have the first 5 episodes in a playlist, and I will be adding episodes 6, 7, and 8 to it very soon. I'm just waiting for Kat to upload the stream from Twitch to YouTube so I can put it in the playlist. And is that it for me? I think that's it for me.
I think you didn't miss anything that time.
Okay. So on that note, I'm going to get off because I need to do a little bit of cleaning before our friend Mike. Is he coming over? Did he respond to you?
He didn't call me back yet.
Okay, well, he might come over. We don't know yet. So
Have a great day off, Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan has the day off tomorrow. So Amber said, have a great day off, Jordan. So yeah, I'm going to go do a little bit of cleaning, and I will bid you all adieu. And I put in a link there because Katie Ann is streaming, and I checked with her, and she said she's going to be going for about another hour. So you can go over there for more writing sprints. And Devin also put in the link for Amber's book and for my website. So thank you, Linkman to the rescue. All right, and now I'm going to hit end broadcast and say